Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Warptorio playthrough. In our last episode, we ended with a pretty good system for all of our resources, and Purple Science is fully automated. Coal and stone now have their own kind of storage facilities, so we can just bring that in, and that all gets sorted. And I'm now researching the Warp Factory floor 6, so we'll have a little bit more space here, which is good. Oh, it looks like the turret upgrade actually gives me more space in these corners too, which is interesting. But yeah, we're going to be able to get some more steel after this upgrade finishes, hopefully. And are there more bridge upgrades, or have I done all of them? Yeah, there's only one more. So Giga Floors sound cool, but I need space science for that, so that's not happening anytime soon. And we'll see if I have enough purple to finish this. This was a 300 recipe. So, yeah, we'll finish it. We've still got some more over here. So, uh-oh, I'm out of power. Because I'm still stabilizing. Whoops, let's turn that off. Okay, there's some extra space. Not as much as I wanted, only 5 more squares. But better than nothing. I also... What should I do next? I did research nuclear. So, because of nuclear, uranium ore... Is it really 10 sulfuric acid per ore? I can't remember if that's exactly how it works or not. But either way, I should barrel... barrel up some sulfuric acid. Because... well, I guess it's... Oh, I can just make this go up and left. That one. Wait, what is this one for? Crap. It gets for feeding the batteries. Okay. So barrel, sulfuric acid, put that in a chest. That way we can get some uranium without having to connect up fluids or anything too crazy. I am very low on steel though, so steel is a priority. Is it worth using beacons, or do I just build more furnaces? I don't know if beacons are worth it. I should research them, though. It's only 75. Hey, Ayush999G. Complete bot-based science inside the beacon coverage. That's not a bad idea. I do probably have enough space now to potentially take my science from downstairs and put it upstairs, because the belt spaghetti is not a thing. I'm trying to get rid of these tanks, so it's a slow process, but we'll get there eventually. And one more upgrade for this, and I'm hoping it will hit some of the stuff up here. So that's another thing. Yeah, so beacons take 480 kilowatts. So let's find out. Are these actually worth it for furnaces? I'm imagining no. Given the same space, it's probably better to just build more furnaces, especially because we already have some amount of productivity and speed given. The thing I really want to find out is, can they save me power? So here, if it's affecting 4 furnaces, and an electric furnace by default is 180 kilowatts, saving 30% of 180 times 4. So it's only saving me 216. It costs 480 to run. So no, they're not really good for power savings. At least not with this tier of efficiency. Maybe with tier 3 it'd be better. Although efficiency modules are, I forgot how weak they are in vanilla. In mod packs they go from like 40 to 80 to like 150 and stuff like that. Well, let's see. Let's move this over here. And maybe I can just get 2 of these going. Wow. Funnily enough, we're going to have power issues, so I need to remove one of them for a substation. And then can I get another block? Not quite tall enough for that. Does producing solid fuel? It does, but it doesn't. I mean, that would save me oil, but I have 600,000 oil just chilling right there, and I'm not running out anytime soon. So I'm not too worried about oil productivity right now. It's more things that take space that are the issue. So if anything, I actually want the oil not here, because oil takes a lot of space. At least for now. Okay, so this goes up here. Alright, so that's better. How's it going? Mortis Diem Lost. Welcome on in. The mod would be impossible without Bob's Angels. Well, I don't think that's true. I'm currently playing without Bob's Angels. The only thing I have is Bob's Adjustable Inserters. But I'm not playing with Bob's. So, oh, with. That makes more sense. Sorry, I misread your comment. Would it be impossible? Maybe. I think it depends. It would definitely be a lot longer. But impossible, I guess it just depends on like how many warps it's going to take you, because eventually you're going to get up to that 15-minute charge time before you even have stuff. And yeah, you'd have to handcraft insane amounts of stuff. It would not be fun. At least I wouldn't think it would be fun. Alright, so I want the next beacon. That's 500 plus 900. So that's 900 purple science to get the next one. We're going to wait on that. But what I don't have to wait on is assembling machines. And we're going to get those automated. So we'll just do the classic build. Simple. 1, 2, 3. Easy enough. So then I won't have to worry about assembling machines anymore. We will request these. And I will put tier 1 and 2 on the trash list. So those will get recycled. Alright, so a lot of iron currently. So this is actually a belt speed issue, because I have extra iron. So maybe I should grab some and supplement. Just to help things out a bit. So that'll get me some more steel, because what can these handle? These can handle 15 a second. 15.8 per second. And if I want to use more power, I could put another speed module in there. A bit iffy on that, because what's our power usage right now? We're at 500 out of the 900. Yeah, I'd like to start thinking about nuclear. Problem is, without the enrichment process, if we're only making it that way. So let's say I have a 100% neighbor bonus. So let's see, what is this? So 1 per second divided by 1.21 would be 1 gigajoule. After the neighbor bonus, that's 1 gigajoule. So for 100 megawatts of nuclear divided by 10, be that. So yeah, I would need 54 uranium ore. And let's assume we have slightly better productivity here. Plus, that's just an insane amount of centrifuges. Even with productivity, I'd still need 47 ore to make 100 megawatts. So that's worse than coal. So, yeah, I mean, I could get the process started to get a couple... Because you need a lot of 235 once you start the Covarex process, so wouldn't be absolutely horrible to do that. But for now, I think we're fine. Okay, so the slowdown with purple is electric furnaces, which is red circuits. Interesting. What's the slowdown with red circuits? Looks like it's iron. Okay. So I need some blue belts then. And I need the upgrade that turns these into blue belts, which is, I think, that one. Upgrades the belt speed and chest size. So we'll have to wait for a bit more purple science. I could add an extra belt here. How do I do this? Here. We'll just spaghetti it. There. So that'll dump some extra iron up there. So this one will go left first, but then the extra will go there. Okay, so that'll allow for more to show up. Man. I could also use solid fuel for this melting, and then I would need even less coal. Now that I have... Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. Now that I have solid fuel right here anyway, I might as well do that. So coal will just connect directly downstairs, and then solid fuel will connect to all the smelters, and then also go downstairs. So that'll reduce my coal usage even more. Slightly increase my solid fuel. Not by a ton, though. And I can always build more solid fuel up here if I need it. So I'm feeling pretty good about things. Coal is actually backed up. So that's nice. Stone is a little less than halfway to being backed up. I assume copper's backed up. Copper's, like, always backed up. Yeah, hopefully this is now getting me, yeah, more red circuits. And then assembling machine 3s are not running because of modules, and those were stopped because of red circuits, but I think those are good now. So we'll update all that once we have some more assemblers. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And how is blue science? Blue science is pretty rough because of the red circuits. So yellow assemblers will help with that. Oh, and this has been trying to steal quite a few red circuits as well. Which makes sense, but I want to have blue chips automated, at least a few of them. But yeah, I think I might switch these to be a speed. That does cost more power, but honestly, you know, 2.2 divided by 400 versus 2.6 divided by 540, it's not horribly worse. And that gets me some more steel. At least once I have enough speed modules. Alright. Well, thankfully our base is doing just fine in terms of combat. What does the accelerator do? Does that reduce the warp charge? 312. That is taking a lot of power. Or do they all take the same power as soon as you start one up? Still says 312. I don't feel like it's accelerating anything. Now it's 311. That's all it does. 1 second. So I guess the warp accelerator takes quite a bit of time. So maybe I should use that instead of the stabilizer next time. As soon as I'm done with radar, I just switch it over to the accelerator, and that way maybe it gets me down a minute less or so. Because I ran the stabilizer for so long now this... Okay, yeah. There's another second off the clock. So that'll help in future warp so I can get out a little faster, but oil is still fine, I think. No reason to pick it up. Since coal is fine, I should mine some more stone. Oh. Wow. Look at those bodies. Bodies have piled up. Yeah, I didn't really leave room here for more, did I? So I do need all the stone I can get. I researched all this stuff. I need to actually build it. And the fusion reactor. That's yellow packs. Crap. Oh yeah, that's why I automated blue chips in the first place. I forgot. Okay, so I need some electric engines. And then I can get power armor, which gives me 10 more inventory slots. And I do want, actually, the fusion. 200 yellow packs. Between all the different places I have productivity, that's not going to be too bad. So I do need some more of these. Wow, that is slow. Speed that up a little bit. So what's going on with all these? I guess we can speed it up. 6 a minute. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay. So assembling machine 3s are expensive, because 4, that means I need 20 green chips and 20 red chips per building. So they're not exactly cheap. Fair enough. And these are also competing for red chips. Yeah, let's ditch those for a minute. I don't really need that. We'll forget about the fusion. And what will we do next? Harvester floor, boiler floor, or blue belt, or inventory. I think harvester floor is important. I don't know if I have enough purple science for it, though. Don't think I do. Okay, probably time to pick up the stone copper. And I need some portable solar panels to start charging up stuff. I need some batteries. 20 megajoules so they can run an exoskeleton for 200 seconds. These are only 30 kilowatts, so get 4 batteries. Yeah, I gotta pick all that up. Alright. Wow, that pollution cloud. That's insane. How dense is it? 2,000 in the middle? It's a lot of pollution. Seems like we're still okay on the copper and iron fronts. Definitely want to leave the iron until the very last thing. We are, in fact, using pretty much all of it. In fact, are we even gaining or are we losing? Looks like we are losing iron. Yeah. So, the way I've hooked it up, now my base can consume every little bit of iron I produce. Oh, I guess this is consuming some extra, but still. We need the steel. Oh, the steel is finally building up, though. That's great news. Good news, everyone. I do need to get rid of my stone and the coal. Oh, I have so many turrets. How did I end up with that many turrets? Oh, because I had that many placed. Right. Around the extra spots. Okay, power armor. Bam. So even more space. We can start throwing solar panels in here. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, so I am building up assembling machines slowly. So let's replace a couple, where did they go? I don't even know, but I can just do this. So we'll place a couple of those, and we'll do that. And then we'll add more productivity and speed to each of these. In fact, 2 productivity is actually fine, I think. Yeah, that's still a faster overall crafting speed. It's 1.6 instead of 1.0. Oh, but the power it takes is a lot. That's a thing, I guess. But then we'll save some more resources. Is there... Oh, I never upgraded this underground. Dang it. That was part of the problem. I was like, what's the issue here? No, that was the issue. Okay, so that's an extra 8% red circuits, plus these are a lot faster. So 2.5 maximum. Nice. Don't need modular armor anymore. That could go away. Batteries. And how do I get this? Electric engines. Okay, exoskeleton. Perfect. Night glasses. That, well, I don't know if I want to use the space, but that's nice at least. Mm-hmm. Alright. There's some extra movement speed. And it looks like we are charging, actually. Even though we're underground, is that right? Solar panel power at 300. I guess it's daytime. Yeah, they're charging up. Okay. So then I can probably afford a second exoskeleton. If they can... I didn't know if they charged underground or not. I am going to need more of these, though, because 10 is only 300 kilowatts at best. But I'm not moving all the time, so... kind of depends on my ratio of movement. But there, look at that speed. Now I'm going to walk into stairs even more on accident. Let's go grab oil. And then, because we've got this huge buffer of oil, so I can pick that up for a while. And let's see, 253 is what our warp charge is down to. I feel like I might want to warp soon. Things are getting damaged pretty frequently. Not that it matters a whole lot, because I have a lot of bots and repair packs, but I'm also using a decent amount of bullet crafters. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. That worries me every time, but it's fine. It's just the teleporter dying. So... iron. Yeah, I mean, as soon as we stop mining iron, we kind of need to leave the planet. So is this still getting prioritized the way it should be? It is, okay. And this should even output priority right. So that we make sure we're getting all the iron to bullets as possible. But yeah, I think I could do with an ore buffer next time I get a platform upgrade. Because then I can easily get a third belt, and I can put it in... I can do some sort of like... Well, I don't know exactly what I'll do. We can do something. And then I can go find a giant iron patch and just mine the heck out of it. Get like 90 a second. Because our iron plate buffer isn't really working right now. Because we have so much need for iron. Everything else is looking good though. Copper, I'm going to go ahead and pick up copper because we've got the full 75,000 buffer. So I'll pick that up. And then resupply ammunition. That corner one needed 76. Alright, and then are we ready to warp? Maybe not yet. We're still fine. Still getting iron. So what is this now? 600? 500,000. Okay. So basically when this is down to 200,000, that means these are empty. Because I've got 100,000 here and 100,000 here. And that's still going to run things for a while. So I don't know if I really need these anymore. I could just put them over here. Maybe I should do that. So they kind of free up some space over here. This was not built with wise space usage in mind. But, yeah, I mean, crude usage right now is about 7K a minute. So we could easily last an hour with all of this. So I guess there's not quite a reason to leave yet. Unless, how's iron doing? I should look at that. Iron is doing a lot of kills, but looks okay. Alright, now the harvester floor upgrade, we are 4% away from completing. So I assume that'll be done any moment now. And I also assume that was due to... Yeah, purple science is low. How are the other ones? Blue. I have 800 blue in logistics storage. I'm almost out of military, but we have a decent amount of the other two colors. So let's grab some military. Let's grab 1,000. Throw that in here. Okay, harvester floor is done. Ooh, okay, so that got me an extra 4. It's a decent amount more space. And I can even get the next harvester floor size with the same technology tier after nuclear fuel reprocessing. I like that. I like that a lot. We also get a boiler. We get 2 boiler floors. Oh, and even more water. Okay, so the boiler floor is going to be huge soon. So I definitely will be able to do nuclear. I feel like there was another upgrade I was prioritizing in my head, though, and I can't remember what it was. Coal liquefaction could be useful eventually, because you can turn coal into oil. That's fine. Worker robots, maybe not. We just have to wait for more purple science to finish. How much do I care about these other upgrades? I'll just do that one to get it out of the way. This eventually unlocks the warp accumulator. Balance power between the warp platform and all warp accumulators. That's 1,000 purple. I'm not going to do that anytime soon. Rocket fuel unlocks some things, so I'll get it done. I guess with enough productivity, rocket fuel could be worth it, because with adding light oil to solid fuel, I would need more than 20% productivity, though. Which I don't really have yet. Oh, it's the next warp beacon. That's the one I care about, but that's 900 purple science. So that will take a hot second. I guess the next thing I could do is get another, some more productivity in these. So they go from 16, or 12 to 16. Okay, yeah, I figured that would use all of them. Because what is that, 39 labs? Alright, well, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, these attacks are pretty intense. I think we're gonna go ahead. I don't know when to call it. I really don't know when to call it. Still got plenty of oil. I've got plenty of stone. Plenty of coal. I assume plenty of copper. What's our copper usage been like compared to iron? I mean, it's nothing compared to iron. 500 a minute, so about a third. In the last hour, it was about a fourth. So iron is the big deal, and we're still mining iron. But let's go ahead and hit warp. It'll take 3 minutes to charge up anyway. So how can I keep improving my base? I mean, the real issue right now is iron and steel. I need way more steel. I could smelt steel and bring steel up. If I can get the next warp, the harvester floor upgrade, then it gets even bigger. Maybe I can make a steel processing chunk down here and then just teleport that up. But then it won't be productive. The nice thing about doing it here is it gets the extra productivity from the beacon. And given steel is so expensive, I like that extra productivity. So there are trade-offs here. There are definitely trade-offs. So yeah, as long as bullets need iron, we only get half of a belt for steel. And we'll just use the rest of our stored up iron. Yeah, steel is definitely the big issue right now. Rocket fuel's done. That unlocks Kovarex, but that's 1500 purple science. Warp harvester platforms that connect when harvesters are recalled. Useful for advanced automation. Oh, interesting. I assume that could somehow let me, you know, filter things based on what I'm mining or something. Belt speed and chest size. If nothing else, this will allow for bigger buffers and... Ooh, FactorioCheatSheet.com. I'm sure that's a great link. CSP, you're probably right that they're some of the worst things to prioritize because it's the end result that's more important. You almost always want to work top down. But it still is something. And right now, steel is the thing I don't have enough of. Okay, I need to grab my iron platform now. Okay, let me restock. So right now with purple science, it's basically like the steel goes to things that can't be productivity'd, which is these two. And then that goes straight into purple science, which is productivity'd, and then that goes straight into labs, which I am now putting productivity in. So I actually don't have any other steps I can put productivity on, other than iron itself. And right now, total iron usage is the issue. So anything that reduces iron usage helps my overall base speed go up. So I also want these guys to be... Oh, here we go. Planet called Midnight. This place seems dangerous. Oh boy. That's not ever a good thing when it tells you it's dangerous. I'm just gonna let those eventually upgrade. So what's going on here? Ooh, maybe it's the bases. There's big biter bases all over the place. I'm gonna accelerate and scan at the same time, so we can get out of here faster if we need to. Okay, so there's some oil. There's a big iron patch right here. Should I just go for it? I'd be down a little bit. Well, we can at least start it out there. Okay, there's oil right next to some biters. No copper. Giant coal patch down there. How much oil do I have? 23k. Might as well build up a little bit more oil. Still no copper. That's fine. I don't really need copper. Yeah, I think it says the planet seems dangerous because it has a butt ton of enemies. There's a forest I don't want to drive through. I still haven't made a tank. Can I craft one yet? Did I research it? I did. I need more engines, though. Okay. Well, we can at least get a decent amount here before things die. That's all connected. I don't remember how many squares this goes out. There we go. Substation. Bam. Bam. What is this? 309. Boost that even more so we can get up to speed before stuff dies. Turrets, turrets, turrets. Turrets, turrets, turrets. Okay. Probably time to stop scanning. Yeah, this is, it's pretty obvious why they call this a dangerous planet. I could go get this copper. I don't really need copper, though, so we're gonna ignore that. Okay, so at least this way we'll get plenty of oil. Are these all running? 432? That's good. Because oil fuels basically everything. I mean, what's my coal usage been in the last hour? Barely any, like 5 a second. Because now solid fuel is fueling everything. Now, are we running out of solid fuel? Looks like eventually we will. Okay, so the thing that could help a little bit would be more productivity. So maybe I should do one more. It's 170 purple packs, though. And the purple packs are the issue right now. This could be a good place for 12 of the next tier of module. 12 times, that's a lot of modules, though. That's a lot of red circuits I don't have. Yeah, the red circuits are a bit of an issue. Okay, let's speed these up just to save me some time. Okay, that one doesn't need any. And I'll just give you a bunch of red circuits. So that'll go a little faster. Okay, how's solid fuel doing? I guess I should look at that once in a while. It's actually been out-consuming. Interesting. At least in the last hour. We need about 4 a second. So I may need to revamp this build. Move it maybe over here into that corner. Alright, I think oil's full. That's good. Maybe I'll just grab that right now. And just... We'll just walk back. We're not very far. Yeah, so this planet isn't that much better. We're just not getting attacked as much yet. So... Oh yeah, and then the iron miners need more modules. That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. Okay, so let's prioritize these 2, these 4. Do that set. Maybe these. Okay, so what does that get me? So we're looking at 300 every 5. That's 2 full red belts, right? Are we completely full on the red belts? This one's not backed up. This one is. Oh, that's because there's more miners running here. Alright, well that's good news. So on a slightly larger patch, this will be the full 60 iron. So then I do want this to somehow... store up... I don't know. I'll just do this. And then a simple splitter. That's output priority right. Loops around. Oh, that doesn't work, does it? Crap. Well, yeah, at least this way I can store up extra. I'll deal with the rest of it later. And then G. Okay, that's fine. Warp platform logistics finished. Okay, so these are blue belts now? Yeah, blue belts and bigger chests. And what's going on with iron ore right now? Are we not getting enough? Ugh. So I guess productivity is maybe a good thing to work on with my next purple science. Scooby-Doo. Alright, well, at least the attacks aren't too bad yet, because the evolution factor is not bad yet. It will get bad, but it's not yet. Now, what I'm looking forward to is artillery, where I land on a planet and immediately the artillery goes just in all directions, and we end up destroying everything within close range. And then it'll take a lot longer for that exponential pollution to start mattering. How's it going, Dave? Good time zone. Yeah, good time zone to you. I'm doing well on this fine Sunday. The biters are not doing well, but that's par for the course. Since I have coal right here, I might as well grab it. Progress is good. We're just slowly working our way through purple science. We don't have enough iron. That's the main issue right now. There's not a ton we can do about that easily until we have a bigger harvester platform. So that's kind of the main thing right now is harvester platform. I did set up a big deal here to store... Oh, crap. Right, I forgot about this issue. Stupid fire. You don't want biters here. And the fire lasts forever, which is annoying. Why don't I do 2 of these, though? Okay, we'll grab some coal this way. Alright, iron... 3.4k a minute. What's the maximum? 3.6k, right? 60 times 60? Yeah, 3.6k. The new thing in the top left. Top left. Oh, the power stuff. Yeah. So, essentially, we have some abilities that our warp reactor can use that take power. So at first you can use the radar one, which scans a big area so you can see where all the resource patches are. And then right now I have the accelerator running, which reduces our warp charge time here. At least I think that's what it does. It doesn't seem to work very quickly. But I think it's reducing our warp charge time. I don't really know what else I can do about the warp charge time. Because we're at 4 minutes, and that's only going to get longer, which is obnoxious. So there it says 404. But is that even going to keep decreasing with the accelerator off? Because I think it does. So I'm not sure what the accelerator is actually doing. Maybe I should take a look at what it said again. Recharge the warp ability, allowing for faster warp outs. Yeah, I mean, that's what it says. But the warp charge time already decreases over time, so I don't know if it just makes it faster or don't know exactly what it's doing, to be honest. And we're having red circuit issues, so we're trying to get more of those going by putting productivity here. Yeah, see, now it's down to 403, and the accelerator wasn't on. Now this, it's actually these stupid assembling machines. I probably don't want 50. Let's bump that down to 20. And let's bump this to just 10. So that way we don't waste as much, waste as many red circuits on those. Yeah, now the warp charge is down to 402. What the heck is the accelerator doing? Nothing. Seems like it's doing nothing. It doesn't seem to go noticeably faster. Maybe I can see some more in the settings what's happening. So warp time, warp zone multiplier, base cooldown. Yeah, that doesn't really tell me anything. Initial cooldown after warping in minutes. Cooldown time added to number of ability uses. Base cooldown time in minutes. It doesn't quite... But these don't have cooldowns. At least they don't show me if they have a cooldown. I can use these at the same time. That's all very confusing. So let's time it. Maybe we can science the crap out of this. So right now, okay, 49 was 401. So how many seconds does it take to get to 4? So it was at 1449. And it goes all the way to... There's 19. So that was 30 seconds. Okay, 24. So it's 35 seconds. So from 24... Oh. There goes a turret. I forgot. So let's see how long after 34 or 24 it takes to get to 359. So from 24, 35 seconds would be 59. So if it goes past 59, then we'll know the accelerator was doing something. Let's find out. Nope. The accelerator did literally nothing. That's bothersome. Cool. Well, that's frustrating. I don't understand that. Well, I think I actually understand it. I just think it's broken. Or I'm wrong about how it works, which is also possible. I've been wrong about a lot of things in Warptorio. But I'm pretty sure that the accelerator's not working. So, I won't use it next time. And that means we should use the stabilizer next time, because that actually does work and reduce pollution. Oh, come on, I just need one more productivity module. Okay. There we go, finally. Alright, so these are all good to go. They need 6.5 a second, which, once I have 2 of these, we will get to that amount. I could at least make these yellow assemblers. Wow, that actually uses up to 17 copper a second. That's a lot. These need 13, 6.5, 6.5. Okay. So we actually need this inserter to go faster, or I need another one. And why are these not running? Oh, they're out of water. What did I do to the water? Apparently I messed it up. I thought we were all connected here. Oh, it added another pipe. That's kind of annoying. So now the water's here. Which one was water? I think it was this one. So now we do that. Okay. Nope. Did I just connect the wrong thing to water? Oh, it broke all the connections. Right. So this one... Oh, that's the surface. The surface is fine. So this one was water. So that needs to go up to here. Well, no, see, that doesn't work now. Okay, that'll be connected to water then. So the middle one here's water. Now that's annoying because now this is in the way. And then we even need a longer connector. And then finally, this one is still good. Okay. So that broke all the things that needed water. Now they're running again. How are the defenses? Seeming okay, not using a ton of bullets yet. Crude oil's still fine. Coal is maxed out. Or at least it's very close. Yeah, just a few stacks more. Stone is actually getting used in a pretty large amount. I wonder if that's just for the purple science. How much does purple science need again? Yeah, decent amount of stone. More than military science. I'm really mad about the accelerator thing. I don't understand why that doesn't work. Or do I need to run it for a certain amount of time before it does anything? I guess that's the question. And I'll probably have to ask on the Discord and see if anyone knows, but... Okay, a lot of stone's still going to military as well. So what next? How much purple do I have right now? Okay, basically none. We don't even have any on the belt. So if I do a research, it shouldn't be purple. We could do lasers. That needs a lot more power. We'll at least do first shooting speed and damage. Those are cheap. Warp combinators. I wonder where those will get placed. But maybe less iron. What about less iron? Oh, the lasers. Yeah, essentially lasers would spend oil in the form of power instead of iron. Right now, my bullet usage isn't crazy high, though. I mean, these aren't even running, so... So the flamethrowers seem to be doing a good job of kind of preventing a lot of the turret usage. Because we're not getting big biters yet. It looks like they're still all small and medium. So until we start getting large swarms of big biters, we're fine. We still have a while on this planet. Oh, I'm out of power completely now. Wait, what? How am I out of power? What's going on here? What is using all my power? Is it these? All costing a megawatt, maybe? I wonder if it's all this. Yeah, that could be like 20 megawatts by itself. Okay, I have to be a little more careful about power, I guess. The good news is, it looks like we're finally making enough red circuits. But yeah, let's start working on the boiler floor. So 200 purples. I think we're close. Close enough to at least start it. Alright, so steel is filling up. So then the issue is actually the crafting rate here. We can help with that. There we go. And then... Okay, so red circuits are the issue. Well, once the modules all back up, which they will, then more red circuits can go towards purple science. So we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm very curious how much more space we get with the next one. Maybe 4 more. But then that should let me make steel down here if I want to. And change this to... I guess we want to upgrade the harvester size. Because then I can get 3 belts of iron in. And then I can make one of those belts make steel, and the other 2 belts make iron. But I need more space here. I need more space. And just for fun, so I can remember what the shape looked like, I'm gonna kind of put some belts here to kind of mark where our edge was, and then I can see how much extra space we get. Alright, boiler floor 5 is real close. And let's see what we get. And it's possible this breaks something, so I should be down here to find out. Yeah, Dave, we've progressed a lot. With the long stream yesterday, we went from just starting blue science to like almost having purple automated. Okay, yeah, that definitely broke things. Now these are in different spots. So that's a thing. Let's see. Well, that can just go down here. Turn that corner. Okay. So there we go. That gives me a ton more space. Yeah, I can easily move this up here, then have all this space. I also have more room for power, and I need more power. So let's see. Oops. Do I want to just copy this again for now? Can I fit it down here? Can. No, I can't. It's literally 1 square too tall. But I can just move this all up 2 squares. And apparently I have an inventory issue. Wait, what's going on? What? Why are my... Oh. Dang. Nanobots aren't building things. Because of the trash slots. That's annoying. Are we all running now? Where did the other 2 go? Oh, they're right there. Okay. Yeesh. Alright, well, that's a thing, I guess. Green goes in green, red goes in red. There we go. Okay, back to actually making more power. That's all right here. I can easily bring down the solid fuel. And I just need a bunch of boilers. And I think we'll have to probably call it an episode soon, but I'll bring down the solid fuel. And I need... oh, I have no iron. Okay, well, the bots will bring me stuff. need another offshore pump. And then we'll go back downstairs. What's getting damaged, I wonder? Okay. And we can just make these blue inserters, that's fine. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we need a bunch of these, which I need stone for. Is that the right number? No. Still need more. A little bit more stone. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so that should get me another, whatever that is, 36 times 0.9, so like 30 megawatts. Something like that. Probably means I will need more solid fuel, though. So I'll have to make a bigger solid fuel setup. I think I can get rid of my coal setup. Oil's still fine. Alright. Well, purple's starting to build up again, so we'll be able to do some more purple researches. Probably the harvester floor is the next big one that needs 400. But yeah, I'm going to have to call it an episode there, so thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you all next time.